Welcome to The Explainer, where today we are diving into something truly special. It's a piece of storytelling from a document called The Hallways, and trust me, you're gonna want to hear this. Okay, so to make sense of this absolute masterpiece of chaos, we've broken it down into 6 parts. We're gonna follow the story from beginning to end. Let's just jump right in. All right, first up, we need to set the scene. Let's meet our main character and get a handle on the situation he's created for himself. So this is Cool Slice. He's our protagonist. He's a janitor, and he's heard some students trash talking. His solution? Well, it's to show them their trash talk visually, by which he means he has piled a literal mountain of garbage in the middle of a school hallway. You know, as one does. And as you can probably guess, Cool Slice is, well, he's a character. He's got a flair for the dramatic, a bit of a history with sliding-related incidents, and he's even writing a manuscript. The slide mentions parachuting off a motorcycle and, maybe a little foreshadowing here, sliding under the principal's daughter's skirt. So yeah, that's our guy. So he's standing there, faced with this giant pile of garbage he just made. What does he do? He comes up with a plan. A plan that is, let's say, simple, direct, and just a spectacularly bad idea. He hands his bags to a student, because you can't be encumbered for this, and lays out his 3-step masterpiece. Step 1, back up 50 yards. Step 2, run as fast as you can. Step 3, tackle the garbage. Okay, but here is the twist, the complication, the thing our hero has absolutely no idea about. On the other side of that garbage heap, another janitor has just waxed the floor, like freshly waxed. You can probably see where this is going. The bell rings. Students start flooding the hallway, and this is it. This is Cool Slice's moment to shine. He puts his unique plan into action.
And who should walk out right as this is all about to go down? Of course, it's the very same students who were doing all the trash talking. They are now front and center for the show. They're in the splash zone, so to speak. And bam, he just plows into this thing. He hits the pile with so much force that garbage just explodes. It goes everywhere. So you know what? In a weird way, the plan actually works. The kids he was targeting, they are screaming. They got the message. His visual was, very effective. But remember that freshly waxed floor? Yeah, this is the exact moment it enters the story. Because this isn't just a tackle anymore. Oh no, this is something else entirely. And that brings us to the aftermath. This one action kicks off this long, drawn-out, and honestly pretty hilarious consequence that we're calling the long, slippery slide. See, his intention was to burst through the garbage, land on the other side, and strike a cool pose, hand on his chin, looking all laid back. But reality had other plans. The second his feet hit that wax, he's just sliding, completely out of control, caught totally off guard. And what's amazing is, even as he's hurtling down this hallway, he's trying to play it off. He's yelling things like, "Pardon me," and just sliding through. It's this desperate, hilarious attempt to keep some shred of dignity. So where does this epic slide finally end? Well, in an almost poetic twist of fate, he slides to a stop, looking directly up the skirt of his boss, Miss Denise. Yes, it happened again. A very, very familiar and extremely problematic situation for Cool Slice. All right, so picture this. He's on the floor, it's super slippery, and he's stuck. And standing over him is his boss, Miss Denise. What follows is this incredibly tense, manipulative conversation. And what's Cool Slice's first move? Does he apologize? No, he goes on the attack. He immediately asks her this wildly inappropriate question to try and flip the power dynamic. But Miss Denise, she is not having it. She is a master. She just deflects his question perfectly and turns it right back on him, putting him on the defensive. Why are you asking me that? Are you my man? It's brilliant. So their whole walk to her office is this wild dance. It's a high-stakes chess match, both verbally and physically, because they're on this super slippery floor the entire time. He accuses her, she deflects, he accidentally slips and grabs her, and she escalates by asking if it was soft. It's this back and forth power struggle until they finally get to her office door, and he backs down.
And this is where we hit the final scene. It takes all these bizarre, separate threads from the story and weaves them all together. But we're not getting a resolution here. Oh no, we're getting a massive cliffhanger. So once they're inside her office, it all just comes pouring out. Miss Denise reveals her daughter, Nikki, is pregnant. She questions why Cole Slice looks so concerned. Then she brings up finding a random parachute in the trash from one of his earlier stunts. And to top it all off, she confronts him about his manuscript and his internet talk. It's just one bombshell after another. And then that's it. That's where the story ends. To be continued. It just leaves us hanging, wondering what on earth is going to happen next in the absolutely wild world of Cool Slice.